Flutie drops straight back under pressure. Throws. Price. Got it! Had two shots at it and made the second one.
There's a story in each box score. This channel is about those stories. This is Daily Random NFL.
Daily Random NFL.
On Saturday, December 23rd, 2000, the 7-8 Buffalo Bills hit the road for a date with the 6-9 Seattle Seahawks at Husky Stadium. With 61,025 on hand, the Seahawks favored by a field goal, and the weather at 41 degrees, it was a perfect day for football. But really, what day isn't? Both teams entered the game already eliminated from postseason consideration, and it was the last game of the season. In head-to-head play, the Seahawks were 5-2 all-time against Buffalo. Wade Phillips was in his third season as Buffalo's coach, including his time leading the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. He was 45-37 overall. In 3 seasons coaching the Bills, Phillips had one of the longest and most well-publicized quarterback controversies in memory. Doug Flutie started 29 times, and Rob Johnson started 18. Johnson, who was frequently injured, was Buffalo's emergency starter on the depth chart, after Flutie and Alex Van Pelt. Flutie was making his 44th NFL start, and had appeared in 60 NFL games overall, completing 54% of his passes, and racking up a 75.6 passer rating. Oh yeah, he also played 8 seasons in the CFL, right in the middle of his NFL career. Mike Holmgren was coaching the Seahawks for his second season after leading the Green Bay Packers for 7. He was 90-53 overall, with a 9-6 record in the postseason. John Kitna was in his 4th season pitching for the Seahawks. In 32 career starts, he had a 76.5 quarterback rating and over 7,000 yards. Right defensive tackle Cortez Kennedy and left tackle Walter Jones would both reach Canton to represent Seattle in the Hall of Fame. The original broadcast was an ESPN production, saved for posterity on John Paul Mueller's channel in unabridged form. For the condensed version, sit back and enjoy.
Return records for the Seahawks this year, and the Bills' special teams have been dreadful on the whole. Rodgers crossed the 20 with blocking. Pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line, a return of 38.
Lloyd Wedderburn, and the center is Chris Gray.
Kitna to throw on first down, incomplete to Christian Fourier. Marcellus, thank you very much. Ricky Waters on the ground across midfield, just into Buffalo territory where Keith Newman makes the tackle there, but he's been hurt a couple of different times. Really have not had a good look at Hewitt. Waters in the flat, knocked out of bounds just shy of the first down marker. Solid tackle by Chris Watson. Eagles, beautiful hanger. Price up to the 12 for the fair catch. Flutie wants to throw first down. Price can't get it. Excellent coverage by the Seahawks. Bryson gets the carry. Big hole. Seattle has given up large amounts on defense. And 2. Blitz coming. Bryson hitting the hole by Bellamy. Jay Bellamy, the strong safety, came up and drilled it.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 27 defense, 15 yards.
Right. Flutie, short set, goes back the other side. And has the completion up across the 41 to Price, and Price and Williams are nose-to-nose again. Fake the end around and give it to Price, and he tries to stretch it out, and he'll lose yardage. Rob Johnson, who you saw earlier on the sideline, here they go again. More pushing and shoving. Chad Brown involved this time. Flags everywhere.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 94 defense, pulling off the helmet, 15 yards, first down.
Blitz coming on Flutie. And complete down to the 15 to Price. There's a flag down anyway. He was interfered with by Willie Williams. It looked like a couple of times before he caught it.
Both Price.
Defense, the penalties decline, first down.
Penalties on this drive. That one, of course, was turned down. Flutie with a screen. Bryson. Touchdown. What an effort by Bryson. Bryson went right over it. Christie with the point after, and the Bills
Buffalo to possibly punt.
Rodgers on the return. Another good one across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Time. Getting to the throw on first down. And throws complete. Sean Dawkins at midfield. Got the 1,000 words in first, then he gave him the look. Waters lowers his head, gets down to the Buffalo 47-yard line. Hall of Famer, but those numbers say it. Waters.
There's the guy you're talking about, Ricky Waters. I mean, he can find a hole. He gets to the hole.
Waters over 1,000 yards with 3 different teams. Getting the throws underneath, and that one goes right through the rookie's hands. Darrell Jackson trying Pete Kendall to do that. On the run, quickly out to the flat, complete to Derek Mays, who homer and got in trade from Green Bay.
That's the only way this offense can be effective.
3rd and 8, 4-man rush. Getting a complete touchdown. Darrell Jackson. There is a flag down.
Tripping, 75 offense, 10 yards, repeat 3rd down.
Had that one tipped to the line of scrimmage. Ricky Waters was wide open down the middle. This is back to take the punt from Fiegels. So Seattle had a touchdown called back by a penalty, and Fiegels goes down, and that's going to be a penalty against the Bills.
Running into the kicker, penalties decline. Timeout.
Antoine Smith in as the running back. They fake it to him, and Fleury down the sideline, incomplete, intended for Moulds. Smith with a carry, hit at the line. Flags are down as well.
Holding, 60 offense. Penalties decline. 3rd down.
Flutie with good time. Remersma with a catch. So the tight end, who their last name Doug can't pronounce,
That J guy
bails him out.
Well, look at behind.
Flutie to throw again. Price is ripped by Bellamy. Smith bulls his way across the 40 to about the 42. Part in the second half of the season. Flutie. Flag down. Complete to the sideline. Seahawks continue to kill
4
themselves.
defense. Penalties decline.
Formation. Smith hit in the backfield by Simmons and then finished off by Joseph. Blitz coming. Throw sideline and caught by Moulds.
Oh, my.
What a throw.
Well, like he wasn't there.
Flutie with time. Price.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Sean Price caught it at the goal line and fought his way across the stripe. That's for Peerless Price, his 3rd touchdown catch of the year. Flutie had 2 very nice kick returns. High, short, pooch kick. Rodgers again. Another big return.
Goodbye.
Charlie Rodgers, see you later. Touchdown Rodgers. 81 yards.
Of the Music City Miracle, well, they said that wasn't the reason why, but it just happened to occur coincidentally
At the last. Jonathan Linton to return for Buffalo. Flutie to throw. Excellent protection. Deep down the middle. Caught by Moulds. Holy cow. Sean Springs was all over him. He caught it anyway.
a little too much in this league. Not in the case of Eric Moulds. He is great.
Flutie, look out behind, completes one inside the 10 under a lot of pressure. Mike Homer doesn't think they're very strong up the middle. Smith still on his feet, touchdown.
And they don't tackle very well either.
Christie knocks it through.
Keeps his feet, keeps his head up, and look at it. Here shows you the power in his legs. Watch his legs just do not stop.
Will Christie kick it short or deep? This time he'll squib one.
Let Charlie have it. I don't got it.
Rodgers from the 13. That's his worst return so far. Only got it out to the 34-yard line.
No, you don't.
Kittner with all the time in the world to throw. Dawkins can't get there.
More about him at all.
Ricky Waters slithers up to the 38-yard line and
Solid up front.
Kittner to throw on third down. Fourier wide open over the middle, has the first down at the Buffalo 47.
Something like that, it may take a little while.
Waters to the 45. Some great moments from the 2000 season. We'll tell you about some that may come tomorrow. In just a second, Ricky Waters with the catch to the Buffalo 39-yard line behind. Sean Alexander is checked in for the first time. Instead, they throw complete to Darrell Jackson. He's got a first down. Check it on Falk. He has 3 4-touchdown games this year. 2 yards and touchdown. Waters, not much.
Good quickness, but I would think that Ricky's going to be a tough one to cut loose.
Alexander gets the carry.
Oh, yeah, that tells you about Ricky Waters.
Doesn't it, though? Alexander again to the 20. 4th and less than a yard. Alexander takes it outside. To the 10. To the 3.
Tells you about the young man to keep his balance and come back inside.
Waters. No signal yet.
Zone.
2nd and goal. Movement up front, and that looked like it will cost Seattle 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense, half the distance to the goal. Repeat 2nd down.
Waters again to the goal line. No Marchetti, short again.
Goal line. Now you go play it.
3rd and goal. Kittner just falls into the end zone. Bell, the rookie out of Washington State, for the point after. And the Seahawks have worked their way back into this ball game.
Economics.
Flutie to throw, under pressure, got out of it. Slides in at the 22.
Team needs to make one decision on one quarterback and stick to it going into next season, Mike.
Staying on the field.
First down, Buffalo. Flutie with time, throws behind Moles, he caught it again. Another remarkable grab. Smith, nice stutter step, and carries Bellamy with him into Seattle territory at the 47. Only needs to be tougher up the middle. Smith again. Hitting the backfield that time, and then gang tackled by the Seahawks. Flutie, naked bootleg, close in the flat, complete, and a big tackle out there again by Bellamy on the huge tight end Reimers. Smith. Oh, look at the hole. Antoine Smith stopped again by Bellamy. Down to the 30. Reggie Tongue helped out on the tackle. That hole. Flutie flushed out of the pocket. Lot of road. Flutie inside the 15-yard line. Linton comes in at running back, and Flutie throws it to him on the screen, and Linton dropped the ball. Smith back in at running back. End around to Price. Price slips a couple of tackles, goes inside the 10, and if it hadn't have been for Michael,
Careful if Flutie was possibly a quarterback draw or running with the ball.
There he goes. And this time he couldn't escape Cortez Kennedy. Hooked it and hit the post. Kittner trying to get rid of it on the screen to Waters, and he is dropped. 2nd and 10. Kittner short set, throws it behind Dawkins. Also. Kittner wide open is the rookie Darrell Jackson. Kittner with a short set, got him again, lost the football. Darrell Jackson made the catch and then lost it, and the Bills recover by Jim Fossil. Flutie. Wide open. open. The catch made by Cavill. Smith gets to the 6. The Seattle defense has already given up 8 plays. Flutie, Reamersma, did he stay in? Yes!
Now, I'm just going to go out on a limb right now.
And the Bills trying to lay it on the Seahawks. They're now a 28
chance.
Squib kick taken by one of the up men and down. Kittner with good protection and rifles one up to the 41-yard line, complete to Derek Mays. Draw play to Waters.
Timeout.
To midfield. He's very frustrated with his inability to turn it around immediately. Waters on the screen. He'll lose a couple. Kittner underneath the Waters, and he dropped the ball. Ball for Kittner. Only 21 seconds to go. Throws. That one's dropped again, and it's just... Fagles hit after he got it out of there. No flag. And he kills it inside the 5. And the Seahawks being very smart. They're not going to touch it until the official forces them to, and time runs out. He's had more chances to play. The return by Black.
Back up to you, Mike.
All right, thank you, Solomon. And Flutie comes out throwing on first down to Molds. And he is out of bounds at the 33-yard line. 4 catches. Oh, Smith is crushed in the backfield. Joseph came flying up. Flutie trying to run for it, dives for the sticks. He's very, very close. Inside is 20. He's already had 171 yards returning kicks. Poor kick by Moore, short, but covered well, and Rodgers only gets back to the 36. The players will not. Ricky Waters uncovered across the 45. Grass. It's got a rubber base and sand at the bottom, and it seems to combine the best. Boomer coming up with another name. Haven't heard anybody complain about it at all, just rave reviews ever. Waters, nice hole. Ricky Waters. Oh, check it, it's Alexander. Pounds his way down to the 37. Coach and general manager. Alexander sidesteps a couple of tacklers and maybe made it back. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Waters back in there. Maybe made it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's Coach. Kittner, draw to Waters. Carries tacklers with him inside the 35.
Every great running back has to have.
3rd and 6. Kittner to Dawkins to the 20, first down. Kittner wants the screen to Waters. And Waters will lose a couple. Another nice job by Chris Watson.
In front of your offensive line.
Draw play. Alexander.
And there's a big play.
Kittner lost the snap from center. There's a scramble at the 20. One from 38 yards. Made 10 straight this year. And the rookie out of Washington State knocks it through on Black. Black from the 8. Cut down at the 22. That's
sorry, Patty.
Flutie throws up to the 38 to Peerless.
No manager.
He had a great career as the personnel man for the Steelers. Flutie just throwing that one away. Smith. Hit from behind and dropped by Anthony Simmons. Flutie to Price, first down. Peerless. Smith. Gaping hole. Smith inside the 30. Smith again. Not as much room this time, but he picks up 6. Smith again.
Oh, boy.
Just barreling right up the middle for another first down.
You know,
and he'll get to carry. Another hole for Linton inside the 10. Linton again. Inside the 5. Flutie will keep it and has a first down. Smith. Touchdown. Sheldon Jackson with the lead block. Quan Smith, 15 carries, 84 yards, 2 scores. TJ was out for the closing of Mile High. Christie with a 15-yard kickoff this time, and the Seahawks back at the 45-yard line.
You know, I don't...
Seattle starts with excellent field position, and Kittner throws incomplete.
Jingle all the way.
Oh.
Good job, Michael.
Thank you. I didn't understand any of it, but I hope you did. Complete to Karsten Bailey, the second-year receiver out of Auburn for 22 yards.
Nope.
Kittner goes down just inside the 30-yard line. 2nd and 11 for the Seahawks. Kittner on a little half roll. Complete, but not for much to Max Strong, taken out of bounds at the 28-yard line.
Or 3. That's how good the middle would be.
Well, they do on the goal line. Kittner under pressure. Ball comes loose. The Bills have it at the 30.
Marcellus Wiley comes up with it.
Flutie with time to Smith. And Smith is wrapped up and knocked down by Isaiah Kazavinsky. Flutie on the scramble. Kazavinsky got a piece of him that time. Smith. Monster hole up the middle for Smith. Outrunning Bellamy. Antoine Smith in a foot race. Lost the ball. And may have gotten it back in the end zone. The officials are staring at each other. They don't know what to call yet.
I don't believe this is going to be a touchdown.
That's not really a good shot for Antoine Smith. Waters back to action up to the 25 for Seattle. Getting it to Waters. Ricky with a lot of running room. Got a great block downfield. And Waters forced out of bounds finally by Kerry Joseph. Kittner with time, complete to Fourier. Kittner throws complete again to Mays. 1st and goal for the Seahawks. Waters, touchdown. Whoa. Pretty good hole for Ricky Waters.
Well, you know,
Seattle out to go for 2. Kittner from behind has to get rid of it, and it's picked off by the Seahawks. Wiley was getting pressure. Pat Williams made the interception away. Avion Black and Linton wait deep in what is now a 12-point ball game. Linton from the 14. Has room to run up the right side. Kerry Joseph will take him out of bounds, and there's a flag down at the 35. Linton will be the running back for the Bills. Flutie, incomplete, intended for Remersma. Linton hit in the hole and dropped by Anthony. Sideline McDaniel is wide open, totally uncovered. And goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Linton swallowed up this time. Flutie drops straight back under pressure. Throws. Price. Got it. Had 2 shots at it and made the second one. Back. 1st and goal. Smith. Touchdown.
now you can smile.
A career high for Antoine Smith. 56 yards, 3 touchdowns, and another squib kick, which is just not understandable. It allows Seattle to come back to the 50-yard line. Kittner with good protection. Throws underneath to Waters. Ricky Waters dives toward the 30.
Let me take...
Under pressure and just crushed at 42 and counting. Kitna, short set throws. Bailey across.
Holmgren has really got to, is finding a balance between being the coach and the GM and all the other responsibilities he has.
Kitna scrambling, doesn't slow.
Rule that exists today.
Kitna goes deep this time and missed a wide open to Tulamili. By when he went past. Draw play to Waters, and he's eaten up. That time it was Holasek. Kitna trying to keep the drive alive. Look out from behind. Newman again. The ball is loose and the Bills have it. Picked up by Porter. Darryl Porter forced out by Kitna. Jonathan Linton. Another big hole. Linton. Well, I've always despised that rating system anyhow. Think if Doug Flutie throws a 35-yard touchdown pass or over. Linton. Dragging tacklers with him for a... Linton. Down to the 25. Thanks to South.
They should take a look at that.
Instead, Kitna will fumble again. He gets this one back. Who lived their entire life dreaming of playing quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks. This one's batted up in the air and intercepted by the Bills. Eric Flowers, the rookie defensive end. I have the honor and privilege of working with our director, Mark Payton. He is, we're going to miss you a lot, buddy.
Mark Payton has been such
I'm going to
tell you something. He's been such a...
Flutie achieved a perfect game with a 158.3 passer rating. He connected on 20 of 25 passes for 366 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Peerless Price caught 8 passes for 132 yards and a touchdown, and Eric Moulds contributed with 101 yards on 4 catches. Antoine Smith gained 147 yards on 17 carries. Keith Newman led the defense with a pair of sacks and a forced fumble. Kitna completed 18 of 39 passes in defeat for 195 yards and 1 interception for a 67.5 rating. Ricky Waters led the ground game with 17 rushes for 67 yards and a touchdown. He also led all receivers with 5 catches and with 47 yards. Charlie Rogers gained 171 yards on 4 kickoff returns, including one for an 81-yard touchdown. Both teams finished 4th in their respective 5-team divisions, with the Bills at 8-8, 2 games behind the final wildcard berth. The Seahawks at 6-10 finished even further out of the picture. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.